Hello, hello.
Yes, sir.
From which place you are?
Sir, I am from Mayurbhanj, but my
But
study center is BJB, Bhubaneswar.
your study center is BJB.
Yes, sir.
Then actually there is some information from our regional center that your class will continue if the attendance of the students will be more than 9 or that will be 10. So we are waiting for joining of other 9 students. If any problem or if you any doubt, you can contact to a regional center. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So you should contact that we have paid the money, and if anyone can also, if any one student will attend the class, that should be continued. So if you will intimate to the study center, they may allow us to take the class, because there is a provision. If there is less than 10 students, then the online classes will not be held. So from today's class, if there will be not 10 students, then your online class will not be continued. So we are waiting for another 9 students. Okay.
Okay, sir.
You just stay on. Can you say that how many students have taken admission in your BJV center, particularly in mathematics subject?
No, sir, I have no idea about it.
Okay. Are you in service?
No, sir.
Okay. So now your resource person is present here, but we are waiting for the joining of other 9 students. I have already contacted to the regional center, the regional assistant regional director, Dr. Vijay Kumar Sahu. He has intimated us that until 10 students will not join the class, then you may cancel your class or you may not continue the class. So we are awaiting for the joining of the other 9 students. Okay?
Okay, sir. Sir, may I say something?
Okay, say.
Uh,
Hmm.
Sir, in the evening class, that is our chemistry class,
Uh-huh.
sir, the teacher is taking the class, the teacher is reading the content in English, but he is explaining the terms in Odia.
Okay, okay.
Sir,
That is your
actually,
point.
our medium is English, so he should be continue in English. Sir, but the majority is in English, so Odia, so I can't say anything.
Okay, okay. I will intimate to the resource person who have already taken the class. I will intimate them to continue their class. From coming classes, they will continue by using English medium. Okay. So another 2 remaining classes will be continue. That is 137, perhaps 5 and 6. Sorry, 3 and 4. Third block and fourth block.
Sir,
So. Uh,
in the e-Gyan course of IGNOU, there is no contents of semester 4. Not even English, not even maths or physics or chemistry. Sir, how we will continue, how we will read? Sir, because materials are yet not reached our home.
Okay, okay. The only that is your headquarter, that is your Delhi office. Uh, will send or dispatch your study material. You can write that your problem in by email to the headquarter. Headquarter, that is Delhi. Then he will respond your answer within 24 hours. So you write something. You write about your difficulties you face, that you have not received the books, and any other query you want to speak, you should send the information by email. Okay. Any
Okay,
other
sir.
query?
No, sir.
Yes. Then another
Sir, actually,
another
we are facing problem for assignment. How we will make our assignment? So because we don't have books.
Okay, okay. You just write because as it is just as it is a distance course, and that means you have to go through the books which are available in e-Gyanakosha, e-Patshala, and there are some books also available in your Google search. So you can find the answer or the assignment which have asked to you write. So better you will go that is in e-Gyanakosha, or you can write only IGNO BMTC. All the students are requested to write their enrollment number. Only Champa Tudu has written his enrollment number, but Manoj Mandal and Jyoti Jena, you please write your enrollment number for which then recorded all your enrollment number will be recorded. Okay, Jyoti Jana and Manoj Mandal. Any other? Okay, we just want to interact with you. What problems you are facing? Priyanka Mishra, Jyoti Jana and Manoj Mandal. Jyoti Jana, from which place you are?
Sir, Gonjam.
Jam, okay. Have you faced any problems regarding on virtual class?
No, sir.
Okay. Have you received the study materials or a textbook?
No.
Regarding, you have not received.
No, sir.
So you should write to the IGNO headquarter, that is Delhi office, for dispatching your course materials. Then Priyanka Mishra. Priyanka Mishra,
Yes,
uh,
sir.
is there any problem regarding continuing of a virtual class, online class? Whether you have received the study
ନାଇଁ ସାର୍
materials or
କ୍ଲାସ୍ରେ
not?
କିଛି ଅସୁବିଧା ହଉନି ସାର୍, କେବଳ ଷ୍ଟଡି ମ୍ୟାଟେରିଆଲରେ ଟିକେ ଅସୁବିଧା ହଉଛି, ନହେଲେ କ୍ଲାସ୍ରେ ସାର୍ ସବୁ ବୁଝି ହେଉଛି।
ତୁମେ study material ପାଇଲଣି କି? Whether you received the study materials?
ନୋ ସାର୍, ନୋ ସାର୍।
You should write to the headquarter office, that is Delhi, that you have not received your study materials. So as you know, you have taken admission in this in January, then you have to appear December, and you have taken admission July, then you have to appear in that is your June. So you should write your problem to to headquarter Delhi. Manoj Mandal, from which place you are?
Yes, sir.
From which place you are? କୋଉ
Sir,
ଜାଗାରୁ
I am from Godpati, sir.
Gajpati. Okay.
Sir,
Have you faced any problems regarding on virtual class?
sir, something is problem, sir.
What?
Mathematics class,
हाँ.
we need blackboard or whiteboard, sir.
Okay. As
Yes, sir.
you should know that regarding your class, that regional center has intimated us to continue the class. Minimum strength or attendance is 10 students. So
Yes,
you should write the regional center that if any one student will attend the class, that should continue. And we are trying at our best to use your that is a blackboard or whiteboard in the coming session.
yes, sir. Yes.
Sir,
Okay.
sir, our exam will be held in 2021 June. So
Ah,
we have lot of time till May to study for this.
okay.
Sir, can regional center conduct the extra classes after this February exam?
You should inform to regional center because on virtual class there is no face-to-face interaction and your doubt cannot be clarified by virtual mode. So in regarding your mathematics class or that is in chemistry and physics class, physical interaction is required for better understanding. So from your point of view, if the if any question regarding you are facing some problems in the virtual mode, if they will allow us to continue, that is your continuance of class on physical mode, then if they will allow, then we will also conduct. As I am a coordinator of IGNO Study Center from Kendrapada Autonomous College, so you should write your points to the regional center. If they will allow us, then we will continue. Okay?
Sir, because one block per day is actually not worth it for our science stream.
Okay, okay. On really, as it is a doubt clearing classes, that means you have to study your course or your assigned course. Wherever you face any difficulty, you can interact with your counselors, and that is known as a PCP class, personal contact program. That means whatever doubts arise at the time of studying your study materials, you can ask, you can raise your question before the counselors. So as you have not received your study materials, then I think you might have not go through the books. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So the difficulties regarding you, the difficulties you face, you must write, and your writing will be help for the coming classes for the future students. And if you will remain silent, how can you, the counselor, or how can you, regional director, know about the problems what you face? Okay. So you
Yes, sir.
should write, or
Okay,
you
sir.
should write your problems by email. And you might have known that whenever you write something, then they will respond 24 hours. If they have not respond, then you write once again. So your problem will be solved or will be sorted out by the regional center, and that will help to the future students. If you will remain silent, then if there will be no question, then the process will be continued. Any other query? Jyoti Jena. Any other question? Only 4 students. Okay, only 4 students have joined. Your resource person is present here, and uh, we are just outing another 6 students. So you should write that you should write to the regional director that the classes should continue if there is only one students. Okay.
Okay, sir.
হ্যাঁ তাহলে you should write.
Sir, where we will write?
What is your problem?
Sir, where we will write?
You should write to the central office, New Delhi.
Sambit Patel, another students
Answer.
have joined.
Answer.
Sambit Patel.
Hmm.
Sambit Patel, you write your enrollment number in chat box. Hello. Hello. Sambit Patel. Is it audible?
Yes, sir.
You write your roll number in chat box.
Yes, sir.
Continue करियो. ସେ ତ କହୁଛନ୍ତି ସାର୍
Actually, they have not their study matter with them.
Okay. Okay. Your resource person is present here. Then one of the students has left. Okay. Jyoti Jana, whether is it audible?
Yes, sir.
Champa to do. Is it audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Mangalmaya Naik has admitted. Mangalmaya, you just write your enrollment number in chat box. Okay. Mangalmaya, from which place you are? Hello. Hello. Mangalmaya, from which place you are?
Yes, sir.
From which place? क्यों जगारू तुम्हें? कोड कौच?
केंद्रापड़ा केंद्रापड़ा सर
केंद्रापड़ा कोई जगह?
बालीकुदा
आश्रम वाली गुदा?
नहीं सर पेंटो बालीकुदा
Okay. You just write down your roll number.
आगुल के 5 जन बोलते
1 2 3 4 5 जॉइन करजन छाड़जन नुजा चोबे. You just write down your roll number in chat box. आरंभ करो. How is it? Sambit. Write down your roll number in chat box. Mangalmay Naik. You write down your roll number in chat box. Okay. Nuja Chube.
Yes, sir.
Write down your enrollment number. We just start the session. आरंभ करो. देखिए आज तो शेष आउटलाइन କହିଦେବା. So all the students are requested. They should write their difficulties to regional center. Now your resource person is present here and he will interact with you in the coming classes. If there will be a poor attendance, then your classes will not be continued. But today your resource person is present and he is agree with continue the class. So all are requested to stay online. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Thank you. Nuja, you just write down your roll number. Okay. Sir, please take your class. I am just coming. Recording is on. Can join करिए then क्या करिए?
Welcome, my dear learners. Now I am going to discuss about your course code, that is your BMTC 134, which deals with this topic is your algebra. Actually, what algebra you have taught in your lower class, this is something different. Actually, this is one analytical thing, but it is too easy to follow. Actually, this is one interesting chapter. First one is about your first groups. What do you mean by a group first? Champa, do you listen me? Champa,
Yes, sir.
clearly, I am clearly audible to you.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thanks. First of all, what is a group first? Very definition of group is, let G be a non-empty set. Non-empty means it is a set containing some elements, whether G may be the set of integers, or G may be the set of rationals, whatever it may be. G is a non-empty set, means it contains some elements. And if under a binary operation, if G satisfies 4 conditions or 4 properties, then that G is said to be a group. What are those 4 properties or conditions? Or it is also called as laws or axioms. What are those 4 axioms? The first one is your closure properties or closure axiom. The second one is your associative axiom. Third one is your identity axiom. Fourth one is your inverse axiom or inverse property. If any non-empty set G under a binary operation satisfying all these 4 axioms is called as a group. What do you mean by closure? What do you mean by associative condition? What do you mean by identity? And what do you mean by inverse? What are those axioms first? For example, the binary operation is addition. Binary. Why it is called as the binary operation? Because this operation used on 2 sets or between 2 sets or 2 elements. Then hello? Jyoti?
Yes, sir.
Okay. First, that is the binary operation means, for example, but addition is a binary operation and subtraction is a binary operation. Multiplication is also a binary operation. It is a operation between 2 numbers. So first of all, the binary operation, let consider that is the addition. Let 2 and 3 be 2 numbers. And we use addition, that is 2 plus 3. It gives another integer, that is 5. First of all, before going to define a group, that is, I had already told you that a non-empty set G is said to be a group if it satisfies 4 properties. One is your closure, another is your associative, third is your identity, fourth is your inverse. Let the binary operation is addition and let G be the set of integers. Now we are going to verify that the set of integers is a group under addition or not. We will verify all these 4 axioms or 4 properties are satisfied in Z. If anyone fails, then that Z or the set of integers is not at all a group under addition. That is the closure property. Closure means if there are 2 elements in the set G and take or use a binary operation addition on those 2 elements, and you can get another element in that set G. That is, since Z is we have taken G as the set of integers. Set of integers means it contains elements 0, plus minus 1, plus minus 2, plus minus 3, up to plus minus infinite. That is the set of integers. You can take any 2 integers and add both of them, you can get another integer in the set G. So that this is true for every 2 integers you take from the set of integers. Or from, let A is an integer, B is another integer, that is A belongs to G and B belongs to G, then A plus B also belongs to G. Whether any doubt that you take 2 integers and add both of them, you can't get another integer? Have you any doubt? Jyoti? Hello?
Yes, sir.
You take 2 integers, add both of them, there will be another integer. So that
Yes.
the set of integers satisfies the closure property in addition. That is the closure property. Then associative means take three elements A, B, and C belongs to G. First, A plus B plus C also equal to A plus B plus C. That is, first take three elements from G or the set of integers. One is your A, another is your B, and the third one is your C. Then A plus B plus C. Add the first one with the addition of second and third. What will be the result? They will be equal to the addition of the first, second, then with the third. That is A plus within the bracket B plus C equal to within the bracket A plus B, then is your C. Is it true? This is for any three integers A, B, C. This condition will be true, or sometimes they may not be equal. Priyanka? Priyanka?
No, sir. No.
It will be always true? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So that the set of integers will obey the condition, that is the associative condition or associative property. The third one is your identity. Actually, in case of addition, the number 0 is called as the identity element for the set of integers, or it is the identity element for addition. When we take any element, add a 0 with them, you will get the same element. That is 5 plus 0 equal to 5, 10 plus 0, 10, minus 5 plus 0, that is minus 5. So that 0 is called as the additive identity. Its role is, it is when added with any element gives the same element. So that 0 is called as the additive identity. So the set of integers obeys the law of, that is your identity. That is the property of identity. The third axiom is also, all the law is fulfilled. The fourth one is your inverse. In case of addition, the inverse law is, or inverse axiom is, if there is one element A belongs to G, take another element B, for example, belongs to G, such that A plus B gives the identity element, that is 0. So that we say that G satisfies the inverse axiom in addition. So that G satisfies the inverse axiom in addition. That is, if 5 belongs to Z, then 5 plus minus 5, it gives 0, which is the additive identity. So that both are the elements of set of integers. 5 and minus 5, both are the set of integers. So that the set of integers satisfies the inverse axiom in addition. You take any element from G, there is another element in G such that their addition is 0. This law or this property satisfies the inverse axiom or inverse property. For example, 1, its inverse is your minus 1, 2 is your, its inverse is your minus 2, and both are the inverse of each other. 2 is the inverse of minus 2 and minus 2 is the inverse of plus 2, because their sum equal to 0, which is the additive identity. So that any element in Z has its own additive inverse in the set Z. There is one element 0 which is its additive inverse. Can you say, Jyoti? If minus 2 is the additive inverse of 2, or 2 is the additive inverse of minus 2, which one is the additive inverse of 0? Jyoti?
0. Sir, 0.
Exactly, very good. 0 is its own additive inverse. That is, when 0 is added with 0, it also gives 0. The only element 0 which is its own additive inverse. But all other elements have different additive inverse. 2 has the additive inverse of minus 2, 5 has additive inverse, that is minus 5. That is the property, that is the inverse property or inverse axiom or inverse law. It is satisfied in the set of integers. So that the set of integers is a group under addition, under the operation addition. That is, G, that is, now I am repeating, that is the definition of group. That is, G is a non-empty set. Under the binary operation, G is said to be a group if it satisfies the closure property. Closure property means if A, B belongs to G, then A plus B belongs to G. This is in case of addition. But if the binary operation is your multiplication, then A into B belongs to G. Then is your associative property. That is, if A, B and C belongs to G, then A plus B plus C equal to A plus B plus C in case of addition. But in case of multiplication, A into B into C also equal to A into B into C. Then is your identity property. In case of addition, 0 is the identity element. But in case of multiplication, 1 is the
One.
identity. Very good, Priyanka. In case of multiplication, 1 is the identity element. That's why 0 is called as the additive identity and 1 is called as the multiplicative identity. In case of addition, any element A belongs to G, then A plus 0 gives A. But in case of multiplication, if A belongs to G, then A into 1 is called as this. A into 1 also called as A, and 1 is called as the multiplicative identity. Sometimes 1 is also written as small e. Small e is also called as the multiplicative identity. That's A into E gives the same A. Then is your inverse property. Inverse axiom or inverse property means for every A belongs to G, then A plus, there exists another element minus A belongs to G, such that A plus minus A equal to 0. Such that A plus minus A equal to 0. This is in case of addition. But in case of hello?
Yes, sir.
But in case of, that is in case of addition, for every A belongs to G, there exists minus A belongs to G such that A plus A minus A equal to 0. So that minus A and plus A both are the additive inverse of each other. That is, A is the additive inverse of minus A and minus A is called as the additive inverse of plus A. But in case of multiplication, for every A not equal to 0 belongs to G, then there exists A inverse, that is A to the power minus 1, such that A multiplication A inverse or A into A inverse, it gives 1, or which is the identity element. If any G satisfying all the 4 properties or axioms under the binary operation is said to be a group under the same binary operation. If G satisfies all the 4 properties in case of addition, then that G is said to be a group under addition. If that G satisfies all the 4 properties in case of multiplication, that is under the binary operation multiplication, then that G is said to be a group under multiplication. The binary operation in which these 4 axioms are satisfied in a set G, then that G is said to be a group under that binary operation. First, I had told you about the set of integers first. Actually, the set of integers, that is Z, always satisfies all the 4 properties or 4 axioms, that is closure, associative, identity, and inverse in case of addition, so that the set of integers is a group under addition. But that set of integers is not at all a group under multiplication. Actually, the set of integers can satisfy the closure property in multiplication. That is, take any 2 elements from Z and multiply both of them. You can get another element in set of integers or in set Z. It also satisfy the associative property in multiplication. Then it also satisfies the identity property in multiplication. that is 1 is present in the set of integers, so that you take any element from Z and multiply with 1, you can get the same element. But it does not satisfy the inverse property in multiplication. That is, there is one element 5, but it has no inverse in the set of integers. Actually 5 belongs to Z, but its inverse, that is your 1 by 5, is not an element of Z. That is, 1 by 5 does not belong to the set of integers. It is a rational number, or it is also a real number. But actually that 1 by 5 does not belong to Z, such that 5 into 1 by 5 gives the 1, that is the identity element. Priyanka? Hello?
Yes,
Priyanka?
sir.
Do you follow me?
Yes, sir.
Actually 5 is one element of Z. It has multiplied inverse, but that multiplied inverse does not belong to the set Z. Nuja Chube,
Yes, sir.
please on please mute your microphone. Please mute your please mute your phone. Okay, thanks. Actually, the set of integers satisfies the closure, associative, and identity property in multiplication, but it does not satisfy the inverse property or inverse axiom in multiplication. So that the set of integers is not a group under multiplication, but it is a group under addition. Champa, hello,
Yes, sir.
do you listen me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Actually, the set of integers is a group under addition, but but the set of integers is not at all a group under multiplication. But can you say there is one element in the set of integers? Can you say one element in the set of integers which is its own additive inverse? I have already told you. Jyoti,
One.
0.
0, not 1. 1 as the additive inverse, that is minus 1. Can you say any number or one element which is its own multiplicative inverse? Can you say it?
1, sir.
Sir, 1.
1, very good. 1 is the only element which is its own multiplicative inverse, and 0 is the only element which is its own additive inverse. Can you say, sorry, can you say there is a something difference where 0 is the own additive inverse? Can you say besides 1, is there any other element which is its own additive, sorry, multiplicative inverse? Priyanka?
Sir, E.
No. E also is called as 1. No. There actually there are two elements. In case of number, those are their own multiplicative inverses, and the only one is 0, which is its own additive inverse. Those two elements are 1 and minus 1. The multiplicative inverse of 1 is 1, and the multiplicative inverse of minus 1 is also minus 1. These are two elements, 1 and minus 1, which are their own multiplicative inverses. But 0 is the only element which is its own additive inverse. Do you know that is the multiplicative inverse of minus 1 is also minus 1? Priyanka?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Why minus 1 is the multiplicative inverse of minus 1? Can you say? Why? Minus 1 is the multiplicative inverse of same minus 1. How can you know?
Sir, minus 1 रो 1 by minus 1 ହେଇଥାନ୍ତା ସେଇ minus 1 last ମାନେ ବାହାରିବ minus 1 ହିଁ ହବ.
No. Actually, at what time we can say that A is the multiplicative inverse of B or B is the multiplicative inverse of A? Actually, if A is an element and we are going to find the multiplicative inverse of A, means let it is B. if the product of A and B gives 1 or multiplication of A and B gives 1, then B is the multiplied inverse of A and A is the multiplied inverse of B. Since -1 into -1 gives 1, which one is the multiplicative identity? So that the inverse of -1 is also equal to -1. Like this, since 1 when multiplied with 1 gives 1, so 1 is the multiplied inverse of 1. So -1 and +1 are only two elements in case of numbers, which are their own multiplied inverses. Priyanka, do you follow me? Priyanka?
Yes, sir.
Next is your, do you know what is the set of set of real numbers? Actually, in one class, in the previous class, I had also told you about the number system. In case of number system, the smallest set is your the set of integers, and after that, which one is the larger one? That is the first one is the number of the set is your the set of natural numbers. After that, another set which is larger than this one, that is a set of integers. There is
The
another
whole number also.
Champa. Hello.
After natural number, it will be whole number.
And that is the set of natural numbers. What is the difference between the set of natural numbers and the set of whole numbers? What is the difference? Can you say?
Sir, in whole number, it consists of 0.
Exactly. Very good. The set of naturals does not contain 0. That is, it starts from 1 to infinite. But the set of whole numbers, it contains another element that is 0. 0, 1, 2 up to infinite. The set of natural numbers is a subset of the set of integers. The set of integers is a subset of set of rationals or rational numbers, and the set of rationals is also a subset of set of reals. N is the set of natural numbers. It is the subset of the set of integers, that is Z, and the set of integers, that is Z, is the subset of the set of rationals, that is Q, and the set of rationals, that is Q, is the subset of the set of reals, that is R. So N subset of Z, Z subset of Q, and Q subset of R. Can you say the the set of rational numbers? Rational numbers means any number which can be written in the form of P by Q, where PQ belongs to Z and Q is not equal to 0. That set is called as the set of rationals. That is 2 by 3, 4 by 5, minus 2 by 7. All these are rationals. And every positive integer, negative integer, and 0, they are also included in the set of rationals because they can also be written in the form of P by Q. For example, only 5. It can also be written in the form of P by Q. That is 5 by 1. Only 10, 10 by 1. All these are rationals. Can 0 be included in the set of rationals? Can 0 be a rational number? Champa?
Yes, sir.
Why?
Sir,
Can it
0
be?
by
0
1
by
equal to
1.
0.
Exactly. 0 by 1, 0 by 2, 0 by 3. All these are rationals. So, every rational number, since can be written in the form of P by Q, so 0 also can be written in the form of P by Q, that is 0 by 5, 0 by 10. 0 by any non-zero number is also equal to 0. So that 0 is a rational number. So 0 belongs to the set of rationals, that is 0 belongs to Q. Now I am going to discuss about that group. The set of, now I am, that is the set of rationals. Hello? Jyoti?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now I am going to say you that the set of rationals, is it a group under multiplication? The set of rationals, is it a group under multiplication? Can you say? the set of rationals. Sampa, can you say whether the set of rationals is a group under multiplication or not? You can say.
Yes, sir, it can be.
Priyanka? Priyanka?
Yes, sir.
It will be a group under multiplication. First of all, I am asking you that the set of rationals means it contains positive numbers, positive rationals, negative rationals, zero. Now I am first asking you that the set of rationals, is it a group under addition first? Then we will go to discuss about the group under multiplication. First of all, whether the set of rationals is a group under
Yes, sir.
addition, because it will satisfy all the four properties or four conditions in addition, that is closure property, associative property, then identity property, and then inverse property. Closure property means take any two rationals and add both of them, you can get another rational number. Then take three rationals a, b, c, add a with b plus c, then this must be equal to a plus b plus the last one c. It is true for every rational a, b, and c. Then you go to the set of rationals in which whether the identity element is present or not. Well, first say 0 belongs to the set of rationals, belongs to Q. I have already told you 0 belongs to Q.
Yes, sir.
So it satisfies the identity property in addition. Since 0 belongs to Q, so it satisfies the identity property in addition. Next one is your, for every A belongs to the set of rationals, does its additive inverse is present in that set of rationals? For example, 2 by 5 belongs to Q. Then its additive inverse is your minus 2 by 5. Does it belong to the set of rationals that is Q? Priyanka?
It
Yes,
belongs
sir.
to.
Yes, sir.
So that for every element of Q, then its additive inverse is also present in the set Q. So it's the set of rationals. So the set of rationals satisfies all the properties of the group, that is closure, associative, identity, and inverse. Hence, the set of rationals is a group under addition. Can you say whether the set of rationals is a group under multiplication? Jyoti, the set of
Yes, sir. Mm,
rationals is a group under multiplication. Will
I
it
think, sir, associative property maybe does not come.
may not be satisfied?
Mm,
Actually, except 0, all the elements of the set of rationals will satisfy the four properties of the group in multiplication. If we will delete 0 and take all the properties, that is closure, associative, identity, and inverse, all the elements will satisfy the closure property. Take any two rationals, multiply them, it will be another rational number. Then it will satisfy the associative property in multiplication. Then your identity property in multiplication. Then also inverse property in multiplication. But the only element which does not satisfy the inverse property in multiplication in case of rationals, that is 0. 0 is the only element which has no multiplicative inverse at all. You can't get any element and multiply it with 0, you can get 1. When Jyoti
yes, sir.
has 0, its multiplicative inverse.
No, sir.
No. So that 0 is the only element which has not is element. 0 is the only element which has no its which has no its multiplicative inverse. It has no multiplicative inverse at all, 0. because no element, there is no number or no element when multiplied with 0 gives 1. That is 0 when multiplied with any number gives 0. So that 0 has no multiplied inverse. So the set of rationals not, but the set of all non-zero rationals, the set of all non-zero rationals forms a group under multiplication. That is. Hello, Jyoti. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Actually, the set of all non-zero rationals, set of rationals not, but the set of all non-zero rationals. That is, we delete zero from the set of rationals. That set always forms a group under multiplication. The set of rationals only forms a group under addition, but the set of all non-zero rationals always or always forms a group under multiplication. Like this, can you say the set of all non-zero reals, all the set of all non-zero real numbers, is it a group under multiplication? The set of all non-zero reals or non-zero real numbers, what you say? The set of all non-zero real numbers, can they form a group under multiplication? Can they satisfy all the operations in case of group, that is closure, associative, identity, and inverse? Champa?
Yes, sir, it can.
Okay, very good. Actually, the set of real numbers can form a group under multiplication because the set of all non-zero reals satisfy the closure property in multiplication. That is, take any two elements from the set of all non-zero reals and multiply them. You can get another element in the set of reals. Like this also satisfy the associative property. That is A into B into C also equal to A into B into C. For every A, B, and C belongs to the set of non-zero reals. Then the third one, for every element in the set of non-zero reals have its multiplicative inverse in that set. For example, that is root 2. What I say, root 2 is also an element in the set of reals because the set of real numbers combines the set of rationals and the set of irrationals. So that root 2 is also an element in the set of reals. Which one is the multiplicative inverse of root 2? Can you say, Champa?
1.
1. Which is the Jyoti? Which is the multiplicative inverse of root 2?
Sorry, sir, 1 by root 2.
Very good. 1 by root 2. Because when we multiply root 2 with 1 by root 2, we get 1. 1 is the multiplicative identity. Actually, inverse means multiplied inverse. Multiplying two elements, we get 1. Then between those two elements, 1 is the multiplicative inverse of other. If x into y equal to 1, x is the inverse of y, and y is the inverse of x. Both are the multiplicative inverse of each other. So that the set of all non-zero reals always forms a group under multiplication. But the set of reals or the set of total real numbers always forms a group under addition. Because when 0 is included in the set of real numbers, it always forms a groups under addition. That is, in addition, it will satisfy the closure property. Take any two elements and add both of them. That is another real number. Like this, it satisfies the associative, that is a plus b plus c also equal to a plus b plus c. And then 0 is present in the set of real numbers. So any element plus 0 gives the same element. Then the fourth one is your, for every element, then its negative element also belongs to the set of real numbers, so that it also satisfies the inverse property in addition. And 0 is the only element which is its own additive inverse. So the set of real numbers always a group under addition, because under the binary operation addition, it satisfies all the four properties: closure, associative, identity, and inverse. So that's the set of real numbers is always a group under addition, and the set of real non-zero reals always a group under multiplication. Then we go to the subgroups. These are conditions, or these are the definitions and the examples of groups. Actually, Jyoti, hello, Jyoti, Priyanka, Priyanka.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Actually, before the starting of the class, you are you asked our coordinator about your problems. That is, you have no books. Actually, this IGNO classes. Actually, you have taken admission in the, this is the distance course. Actually, this is what I feel. You till date you have not got your books. Actually, the IGNO Center, New Delhi, will send the study materials to you, and you will receive the study material, and you should go through this. And have you any doubt, then you should ask me. Actually, this is not the class in physical mode. Since this is the class, that is the subject mathematics, in which we can't say you that you are following us 100%. Actually, if you go through the books and you find some difficulties, then you ask me. But till date, you have no books with you, and we have not yet received the study materials from the IGNO. We are teaching you with seeing your courses only, and these are the courses of what we are teaching you. These are the courses of degree level, but not from your study material. Till date, neither you nor we have received the study material. We know about your courses, what courses you should have taught. These we know. So that from that thing we are teaching you. But if you receive the study material and go through the books and have you any difficulties, then it will be more easier for you to follow or understand the subject. Jyoti, hello?
Yes, sir.
Do you follow me what I am telling?
Yes, sir.
Actually, some learners said that, sir, you should have some blackboard or whiteboard. You should write something, and we can follow. Actually, mathematics is such a subject, and there should be some blackboard operation. Otherwise, you can't follow the subject clearly. You may or may not follow me 100%, but what I feel, you have some difficulties. But that should be, actually this can be solved. Actually, your course is so heavy. If you take like these classes 1 hour, it will actually take more, and that is, it will take 3 to 4 months continuously. But within a limited time, we have to complete the courses. But that should be solved. But you have no books, and we have also no study materials of your IGNO, whatever it may be. But we know your courses, or what we have to taught you, that we have know. And what we are teaching you, that is from the degree courses of the universities. So please follow us, and you have any doubt in this today's class, then please ask me in the next class. What I feel, you have already follow me in actually, this is the algebra. This is one easier chapter, but the previous one like real analysis. Do you follow, Priyanka?
Sir, ସେଇଟା ଟିକେ କଷ୍ଟ ଲାଗୁଥିଲା ଦିଟା କ୍ଲାସ୍ ବି ମୁଁ କରି ନାହିଁ ଆପଣଙ୍କ।
Real analysis ଟା actually तमे जहा मु टिके तुमको गोटे ओडिया रे गोटे कथा कहूची तमे समस्त ओडिया बुझी पारुछ
No, sir.
जेति जो 6 जण
हाँ सर
बुझी पारुछ त एक्चुअली
Sir, I don't know Odia.
actually actually mathematics is two types. One is your pure and another is your applied. कौन बुझी पारुछ what is pure or applied? Applied टा होची the problems in which we are calculating, that is subtraction, addition, multiplication and division, like that. Now after doing these operations what answer we get जो उत्तर टा हम पाउचे माने आमे देखले जे कंक्रीट उत्तर आमे जहा मिसी गला धर एंती आंसर टा 60 हे गला बहिर बैक साइड 60 माने वी गेट प्लेजर हम खुशी हो जाओ ठीक अछि बट एनालिटिकल थिंग्स रियल एनालिसिस एंड दिस अलजेब्रा these are all analytical. Actually we have to remember something definitions and all other things, then we can follow the chapter तापर जे बुझी हबो तेणु एगुडा सब कैलकुलेटिव बा एगुडा सब माने एडिशन सब्ट्रैक्शन रो प्रॉब्लम नहीं सेत भाई व्हाट आई फील दिस इज समथिंग डिफिकल्ट फॉर यू एक्चुअली आउट के कोन कहलो जो स्टडी मटेरियल्स गुडा तमे पाइथिले तमे ताकू टिके पढिथिले तापर हमहु टिके डाउट पचारले होंदा हमें इत्ते घंटे भितर गोटे गोटे आर्टिकल की कवर करिवे
सर आपन कथा सुभा जाउनी
हेलो हां प्रियंका
आज्ञा सर
एबे सुबिला
हाँ सर सुबिला
एक्चुअली मो हाथ बाजी गला से म्यूट रे हाँ मु से कहली तमे जदी स्टडी मटेरियल्स गुडा पाई थांदो तमे ताको पढी सारी थांदो तापरे तमे डाउट किछि पचान तो ताल तम पई इजीर होंदा बट तम पाखरे से स्टडी मटेरियल्स नाही एवं आमुक भी से स्टडी मटेरियल्स बाबद रे किछि पर्यंत खाली आमे कोर्स स्ट्रक्चर ता हम जानिछु हम पाखरे अछि बट हमर डिग्री लेवल रे हम जो पिला मानको पढौछु सेई मानको कोर्स जहा तमर सेई कोर्स ने हम पढौछु बट एक्चुअली एटा जेतु डिस्टेंस मोड रो तमे बहुत कम क्लास दिया जाउची तो तमे से क्लास माने मटेरियल्स गुडा रे माने गले गो थ्रू दैट मटेरियल्स एंड देन हैव यू एन डाउट देन आस्क मी बट एक्चुअली तम पाखे तो मटेरियल्स नाही तेणु आमे जो डिग्री कोर्स जहा पढौछु सेही थ्रू तम कोर्स जहा आमे जानिछु से पढौछु हेलो प्रियंका
आज्ञा सर
हो आज तो टाइम हे गलाइन माने let us go. Thank you all.
थैंक यू सर
नेक्स्ट क्लास हमको ना मिले
हेलो हाँ प्रियंका
आज्ञा सर
7 जन जॉइन करछन 2 2 4 2 6 7
अच्छा नेक्स्ट क्लास विल नॉट कंटिन्यू
तमर आ नेक्स्ट क्लास अब हबो नहीं
10 जन
काना तमर जेतु 10 जन पिला होउ ना दी हमर जे कोऑर्डिनेटर कहले जे माने विल नॉट कंटिन्यू द नेक्स्ट क्लास एक्चुअली व्हाट आई फील दिस इज योर लास्ट क्लास
Sir, but we need classes.
माने you should write to the regional director. Regional director you should write about the difficulties and after that they will contact our coordinator, they will start the next class.
They should write on today.
Actually you can write through email or by any or paper or anything else. You can ask the regional director, then he will contact with our coordinator, then we'll start our class. Actually the less number of candidates are joining, that is they have told us if the 10 or less than the 10 candidates attend the classes, then the class will not continue.
Sir, can you say the email address?
What is the email address? Our coordinator will tell you. Thank you all.
Thank you all. You just write down the email address of regional director. Just stay on. One minute.
हाँ हिमांशु हाँ नमस्कार ये हो मुझे कहूँ से हमर जो सार कर जने ताको बोउटी नवा पई से केतळ गला हबो ताको घरडा भी सेठी पाखे ଆଉ ନା ସଣ୍ଡେ ଆଡକୁ ଯିବ? ହଉ 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 ହଉ।
Wait. I'm just. You write email address rc bhubaneswar @ignou.se
ମୋର ବି ତୁ ଏବେ ଫୋନ କରିଥିଲୁ, ମୋର ଇଗ୍ନୁ କ୍ଲାସ ଚାଲିଥିଲା, ସରିଲା 5:30
Priyanka and Champa to do.
କ୍ଲାସ ରେ ଥିଲି।
You write down the email rcbhubaneswar @ignou.se.in. Okay. Whether
Yes,
you
sir.
ସାର୍ ଆଉ ଥରେ ଟିକେ କଣ
rc bhubaneswar BHUBANESWR rc bhubaneswar @ignou.se.in. Okay.
ଓକେ ସାର୍।
You write your grievances to the director so that we will continue the course. And they have also intimated us less than 10 number of students, the classes will not continue. So you may say that the coordinator has intimated us that less than 10 students classes will not be continued. If they will write or they will inform, then your resource person is available with us, and he is very polite and very good resource person. So we are just waiting your communication to the regional director. Okay.
ଓକେ ସାର୍।
Thank you.
Thank you.
We are just wind up the class. Thank you.